everyone, Luke the Notable here. Welcome to the video. This is the 100 Drops tier list made by me. Today we're going to be going over all of the 100 Drops videos that I've ever created and ranking them. And a new 100 Drops is coming out tomorrow, at least when this video is uploaded. As you can see, I constructed my own tier list with all of the 100 Drop videos. And I will be ranking them from S to F. So first things first, I want to get some real easy ones out of the way before we even get started. Wehling Woods! Wehling Woods, S tier. Easy. Wehling Woods was one of my favorite locations. I dropped there all the time for fun, and then at the end of season 7, when it was about to be destroyed, I dropped there 100 times. I was pretty sure Wehling Woods was getting destroyed, and it just ended up being really good timing at the end of season 7 when I dropped there 100 times. And while it doesn't have some of the colossal views that you see with some of the other 100 Drops, it's still one of my favorites. Also, the Wehling Woods 100 Drops does have the highest win rate out of any of them. At the time, the health on elimination update was in the game, so every kill I got gave me 50 health or shields. It allowed me to get a ton of wins, and that's why I put it in the S tier. Also, get over there. You know who you are. Tilted, S tier, easy. I don't even really think I need to give an explanation for that one. It's Tilted Towers. Come on. The Tilted 100 Drops was probably my most hyped 100 Drops video of all time. Once I dropped Salty Springs 100 times, it seemed like everyone wanted me to drop Tilted, until I did. It was one of the few times I've reached #1 on trending for gaming as well. And it was also the first time I had ever done a teaser for 100 Drops. Also, we need an F tier. We need to show off some ones that I don't really like at all. Don't get me wrong, I love the 100 Drops, but one that comes to mind is Leaky Lake. I always thought the Leaky Lake name change was going to be permanent, but then they changed it back to Loot Lake. Leaky Lake was really the first time I ever ran into some problems with 100 Drops. You see, the game was constantly changing, but I needed to do some 100 Drops. The end result was fine, but there were so many different things that went into that 100 Drops video that changed the end result. Also, I recorded Leaky Lake 100 Drops the first time Glider Redeploy came into the game, so everything was a little bit crazy. Though, honorable mention, the Tilted Towers teaser trailer was in Leaky Lake. Also, I'm gonna put Fatal Fields into the F tier. Not because it deserves it, it just starts with F, and I don't want Leaky Lake to get too lonely. I love everything about the Fatal Fields 100 Drops video. It's got some of the best moments in all of 100 Drops, to be honest. That annoying black leg glitch was happening. The legs on this player are somehow rendering to be massive and black. I have no idea how. You think it might help, but it's actually very hard to shoot him. The glitch made him hard to see, so he got some shots in, but I ultimately won the fight. Also, that thumbnail. Oh yeah, honestly, I like my videos. I don't want to give too many of them F tiers. And which one of these deserves a solid C? I don't know. Yeah, probably you. The Pleasant Park 100 Drops was actually recorded start to finish in 2 weeks. I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did. The entirety of that video was recorded in 2 weeks, but I wanted to die after. Also, there is that weird green screen part where I say the cat's gonna die. I don't know what that's. No, that was risky. I really enjoyed the process of making 100 Drops until I made Pleasant Park. Getting it all done in 2 weeks is not how I normally do it. I normally try to limit my games per day to anywhere from 5 to 10 to not only keep myself fresh, but limiting my games per day also increases the amount of time I can show with inside a 100 Drops video. And Pleasant Park, I pushed all of those to the absolute maximum. Also, honestly, I thought Pleasant Park was gonna be destroyed a long time ago. We can talk about the salty videos, right? Now that we've got a good idea of what my spectrum of 100 Drops video is. Salty Springs is the reason a lot of you people know who I am to begin with, so I think we should do those first. We'll go with the original Salty 100 Drops video. Honestly, I'm totally awful in that video. I only get 2 wins over 100 games, but it does showcase Season 3 Fortnite where everyone was pretty terrible. I looted the house that I dropped into, and instead of exploring Salty, I decided just to run north. I saw this noob guy just running around with the default skin. I got him real low on health, but then he started to build up on me, and that was ultimately my downfall. Remember, I was dropping Salty Springs 100 times to not only learn Salty Springs, but also to get good at the game in general. A tier, easy. Mostly just because I like it. And because you can never have a good sequel, I'm going to be putting the new Salty Springs, the anniversary, whatever you want to call it, in to B tier. Also, in the Salty Anniversary Remaster, whatever you want to call it, I play on mouse and keyboard, and that seems to make everybody mad. I'll go over this later in more detail, but I'm not going to be switching to any one platform, mouse, keyboard, or controller. I honestly just like the ability to play both. I like the freedom to choose whichever I'm feeling. We could talk about the Arena 100 Drops. Yeah, the Arena 100 Drops is the first time I really got into competitive Fortnite with the Arena. I had 100 games to maybe get to 300 points and get champion, but I couldn't do it. It's a good video, but I've always sort of beat myself up over not getting Champion League in those 100 Drops. My time in the Arena was one of the largest reasons I learned mouse and keyboard. While playing through the Arena as a controller player, I just felt so disadvantaged. So the reason I played on mouse and keyboard for the Salty Anniversary 100 Drops is because of the Arena 100 Drops. This has caused some controversy on my channel. A lot of people think I should stay as a controller, but I can play both equally. I'm not better or worse on either of the platforms, controller, PC. I'm better at different things with both platforms. And I will never switch to just one. I promise. The Arena 100 Drops video is also also the reason you never saw Lazy Lagoon 100 drops. It's because most of the time in that arena video, I'm dropping Lazy Lagoon. In the arena video, I dropped Lazy Lagoon most of the time, and before that, I made a video on the Gauntlet where I also dropped Lazy Lagoon. A lot of people ask me where the Lazy Lagoon 100 drops goes, and it's kind of in that one. E tier, where it belongs. Gotta resync the audio here. Also, we're gonna move those tiles around too, give you a little bit of a look. Dusty. Dusty. Did you guys know that most of the Dusty Divot drops were done before the blow up of the Salty Springs video? Yeah, pretty much the first 50 of the 100 drops in Dusty Divot, I had no idea this series was going anywhere. Though, after 200 games dropping Dusty Divot, Salty Springs, I still only got 2 wins out of 100 games. And one of them's game 100, and it's corrupted! Dusty Divot D tier. D tier. Also, there's the whole Toxic Trooper curse that came out of Dusty Divot. See, the idea was I had the Toxic Trooper skin and he was on the Dusty Divot thumbnail, but I had never won with him. And that pretty much continued all the way until the Tilted Towers 100 drops, which is part of the reason it's S tier. Fun fact, game 43 of the Tilted Towers 100 drops is the first time I ever won with Toxic Trooper. I did also end up winning a second game as Toxic Trooper in the same video in game 96. And while not totally official, the curse also extends to Hazard Agent, the female version of Toxic Trooper, which I have also never won with, even today. But again, Dusty Divot. D. Paradise Palms is an easy A. I love that video. The thumbnail is perfect. It's just a perfect overall video. But just because it's perfect doesn't mean it belongs in the S tier. You know, Paradise Palms is still one of my favorite drops to go to, and these 100 drops really solidified that for me. Paradise Palms is around the same time that I stopped making Halo videos, so I do want to apologize to you Halo boys out there. Let's just wait until 2025 for Halo Infinite. In all seriousness, there's just not a lot really going on with Halo right now, and there's things going on with Fortnite literally all the time, so that's why you're not seeing that much Halo content. Though E3's coming up, and we're probably gonna see some Infinite there. I'm really excited. I don't really think I played that well in the actual Paradise Palms 100 drops, and that's the reason it's not S tier. Also, Paradise Palms isn't that hyped of a location, but that doesn't mean that I don't love Paradise Palms. That thumbnail though, that thumbnail's perfect. Shout out to Maeder, go follow him on Twitter. We also have Lazy Links. Now this is a location that isn't in Fortnite anymore, and when it was here, it was okay, but nothing special. But if you think about it, it replaced Anarchy Acres before that, so it's really not a big deal that it's gone. I'm gonna put Lazy Links in the F tier, mostly because the entire time Lazy Links was out, I was waiting for golf skins to come out. I thought, they did a whole country club, they've gotta have some golf skins, that'll look great on the thumbnail. But no, they never did. So instead you got Ragnarok doing some stuff. It's fine. Whatever. F tier. F tier. F tier. Polar Peak, honestly, I have to do a lot of thinking on. I'm not really sure with this one. On one hand, I got a lot of wins, it's a great location, and it's a pretty good video to begin with. On the other hand, the 100 drops were recorded during the zombie event. Not Fortnite Mares, it was the winter one. Whatever the winter zombies were called. Don't get me wrong, I like the Polar Peak 100 drops video, I just don't want Fortnite to think we ever want zombies in the game, so I'm putting it this low. C tier. Alright, what we got left here? I don't even know why I waited this long. Ocean, S tier. Easy, S tier. I felt like putting that one in the S tier first, but wanted to make you wait. Of course, I had no idea what to expect while dropping into the ocean, but I think the final product of that video turned out perfect. I even ended up getting a win dropping directly into the ocean. I do want to let you all know that I had that video idea for a very long time. This is from Disco Domination, months before. I mean, who cares if you have to kill yourself at the start of the match? It's all for a good cause. I dropped into the ocean 100 times, and this is what happened. So that video came out 6 months before I actually dropped into the ocean 100 times on April 1st. Yeah, I always try to do something a little wacky on April 1st. Just imagine what I got planned for the next 6 months. The last one, Risky. I wonder how we got here. In its time, Risky Reels was definitely one of the best spots on the Fortnite map. Just an absolute killing field. Ultimately, the block replaced it, and then the jungle replaced that. I wasn't really sure where to put Risky Reels. Honestly, it's kind of lost from my memory. It's been a while. On one hand, it was a great location. It was also the third 100 drops ever in existence. And on the other hand, Risky kind of got totally destroyed, and in that 100 drops video, I don't play very well. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Also, how many times am I going to use Omega? Come on. And that's pretty much it. My 100 drops tier list. This is what I think of myself. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something about your favorite 100 drops that you didn't know before. It's kind of cool to see over a year's worth of work all laid out like that. I got a lot more 100 drops planned. It's pretty easy content. You just look at the map and, drop somewhere. It's not hard. Though somehow I never did go retail row. Oh, retail! Getting clapped. Luke-thenotable never went there. Rip in peace. You know, it wouldn't be a Fortnite video if I didn't tell you to use my supporter creator code, Luke-thenotable, in the Fortnite item shop. Remember, tomorrow, at least when this video comes out, we have a new 100 drops coming out. New, hot, fresh. I hope you think it's S tier. Again, I had to delay 100 drops a week, and I wanted to kind of make it up in some way, so here you are.
Do you like it? Did you like the video?
Anyway, see you tomorrow. Stay notable. Bye-bye. F tier!